Good morning, everyone. This is Brittany with Redeemable Junk, and I'm here today to show you this absolutely gorgeous botanical journal. She's an absolute beauty, as you can see. So we'll start by untying her. And as you see, she is very full. Look at all that yummy goodness. She's just full of beauty. I have a tassel on the side. Isn't that beautiful? The tassel does come off, so if you aren't a tassel person, no problem. That comes right off, and that's what the side looks like without the tassel. The front, we have this beautiful butterfly, a flower, we have a clothespin hanging off, lots of cheesecloth, that's a cardboard. She's just absolutely gorgeous. So let's start and open her up. Oh, I also wanted to say, she does have corner protectors on all four corners to protect the corners. So she is full of lots of ephemera. There's 3 signatures. The signatures are removable. I like to make it that way because the pages lay flat that way better. So there is tons of homemade tags in this journal that are made by me. You'll see lots and lots of homemade stuff. This journal had a lot of love put into it. Lots of love was put into this journal. We have an adult trading card over here. It says, with the coming of spring, I'm calm again. All the pieces of ephemera are coffee dyed on the back, so you can journal on the back of all of them. This is the beginning of the first signature, and I have a video on how to make this. We untie it, and it has some seam binding, some crinkle seam binding that I made. We open it up, and it has tons of journaling space. It has a few pieces of ephemera. On the back, we have another homemade tag that I made. And then she just closes up and ties back. Isn't that beautiful flower? Every piece in here is just absolutely gorgeous. I was very, very pleased with this journal. I haven't decided what I'm doing with her yet. I might keep her myself. I haven't really decided yet. We have a beautiful flower over here with some journaling space underneath it. We have a tuck spot over here with another homemade tag. There's over 10 homemade tags in this journal. They're all very gorgeous. Over here, I got this idea from Susan Rickett. You got to check her out. She has amazing stuff in her shop. Her stuff's just absolutely gorgeous. And she made some of these, and I got inspiration from her. It says, don't wait for someone to bring you flowers, plant your own garden. Isn't that just cute? The sayings I got myself, but the snippet row on this type of paper I got from her. Just has a few pieces of ephemera that tucks in there. Over here, let me take the stuff out so you can actually see the pocket. We have a pocket over here. It does have a piece of vellum on it so you can see behind it. It's very gorgeous with just a little tag, little stuff on top. This flower opens up, and you can journal on the back. And I just tucked that right back there. Then we have an old calendar that just tucks in there. This pretty page. This pops out, and it just has a stamp of a flower. Over here, we have a tea bag, a large tea bag as a pocket. It's very pretty and dainty. It has the flowers showing through, as you can see, and then some flower petals that show through the tea bag. And we just have a few pieces of ephemera that I've tucked in there. It does have lace on top. Everything, this has lots of detail to it. This has a flower cluster on the bottom. This opens up. You can journal on the inside, and it also has a spot for a tuck spot behind it. This is a Edith Hoden pocket with a tag. Here's another one of those little tuck spots. It has a little tuck spot behind it, and it says, live life in full bloom. Over here we have a corner pocket. It does open up so you can journal underneath it. She has a postcard, another piece of ephemera, and this is just, it says poppy, rose, snowdrop, sunhover, tulip. It just has names of some flowers. You can cut those up and use them however you would like. Over here we have a homemade belly band. It has another piece of ephemera and a postcard behind it. We have some graph paper. Over here we have a pocket, and it actually has 3 pockets. It has a pocket right here. a pocket back here, and then a little pocket in the front. We have another one of these fabric snippets that say a flower blooms for its own joy, and we have a stamp. Over here we have a vintage handkerchief that I made into a pocket, and it's just gorgeous. I made this piece of ephemera into a tag, tucked that in there with another piece of ephemera. This is the center signature of the center of the first signature. This is what it looks like. It's very pretty. I have a calendar and a picture of a flower. Over here we have a side pocket and another book page. It's coffee dyed. Has a flower on it. I love this page. I just think it's gorgeous. Look at it. And we have another homemade tag that's in there. We have a butterfly that dangles off of it. This is a kind word. It's like a spring day. I made this tag myself. She just slides back into there like so. Over here we have another corner pocket. Just flips up. You can journal underneath it with another postcard that's tucked inside. The other side of the graph paper with the stamp on the side of it. We just have a mini tuck spot over here with a tag. Over here we have a CD case that has another postcard on the inside. It's just decorated. I decorated it. Some more pretty pages, coffee dyed pages. This is a bingo card that I clustered and decorated. It does flip open. You can journal on the other side of it and underneath it. This is a tuck spot back here. I forgot to put something behind it. That is a tuck spot. On the other side of it's an envelope, and it just has a postcard on the inside of it. And that is the end of the first signature. The third signature I'm just going to flip through really quick. It is completely blank, so the owner of this journal can do whatever she would like with it and journal in it. It has beautiful page illustrations, lots of journaling space. This is a book page. It's beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Lots of coffee dyed paper. So it's very, very pretty. I mean, look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? Edith Houghton page. A lot of time went into this journal. Excuse me. Lots and lots of love in this journal. Oh, isn't that pretty? So here's the third signature. And on the very front, this opens up. And we just have a couple pieces of paper for you to jot down some ideas or whatever you want. It looks like a part of a calendar over here. We have a pocket that has some decorative lace at the top or whatever you want to call it. A few pieces of ephemera. My allergies are getting the best of me today. A butterfly on the top. We have this. This opens up. I'm not going to open it, but it opens. Actually, I'll go ahead and open it. This opens up. These flip up. You can journal underneath it. It also has a homemade tag in it and a few pieces of ephemera. I was hoping that didn't come out. It's easy to put back in, though, if it does. Then it just closes back up. You can journal on the top of these flaps as well. It's just kind of like a hidden journal spot. Over here we have this neat pocket, okay? So with this pocket, as you can see, it's decorated. It's very pretty, has a flower on it. The pocket actually opens up and it's a hidden journaling space. Isn't that super neat? It goes back up and it's held together with a paper clip. And then we just have a few pieces of ephemera and another homemade tag that I made. Another stamped flower, some graph papers. I'm very sorry about that. This says a flower grows out of dark moments. How true is that? Over here we have a glassine bag that I decorated. It's very pretty. Then over here we have a book page. The book page does flip up so you can journal underneath it. We have a few pieces of ephemera in it as well. Over here, this opens up. I have a flower over here. It's very, very pretty. This opens up and you can actually journal underneath it. Oh, I must have forgotten to glue that part. It has a tag in it. It slides right in there. You fold it back up and then you just tie it closed. Over here, this opens up and this piece of paper pulls out. And it's a beautiful book page of these flowers, and you can journal on the back of it. I just slid it in there and had the top part of it hanging down so it was easy to pull out. This says every flower blooms in its own time. Over here we have another glassine decorated bag with this beautiful flower, or with this beautiful tag in it. Over here we have a corner tuck spot with a few pieces of ephemera. You open it up and you have the centerfold. Isn't that just gorgeous? It's a book page. I loved it. I thought it was so pretty. We have another tuck spot over here with a postcard and some of those flower strips that you can cut up. Over here we have this gorgeous loaded envelope. It has a tag on the inside that says Dream. Then down here we have vellum, and if you can't tell, it is some birds. With a few pieces of ephemera that just slip right back inside there. Over here we have a book page, and we have another homemade tag. Another homemade tag. And a postcard. It says to plant a garden is to believe in tomorrow. How true is that? We have a side pocket over here. This has a stamped flower on the front of it. Or a pressed flower on the front of it, not stamped. It says happiness blooms from within. Some more vintage graph paper. This is coffee dyed. We have a pocket over here that has a tuck spot behind it. And then a tuck spot in the front that has a few pieces of vellum, or a few pieces of ephemera. Shoot, it's too early in the morning. My words are getting all mixed up. Over here we have a snippet roll that I cut and I put on here. It says where flowers bloom, so does hope. And we just have a few pieces of ephemera that's tucked up underneath there. I'll show you the page because it's very pretty. Isn't that page pretty? Every little detail in this journal I really paid close attention to. Here we have a butterfly and the beautiful page. And this is the last page, and it's my favorite page by far. So let me show you guys this. This actually pops up and you can journal underneath it, okay? This slides out like so. So what we have on the front is we have a specimen card that I made and I put on the front of it. It opens up and you have tons of journaling space up top and on bottom. This is a tuck spot. I forgot to put something in it, but you could put something, whatever you want in it. It is a tuck spot. On the back, you can journal on the back of it. And you can journal on this. And then it just slides right back in there. And when you're ready to pull it out, you just pull her out. It's very awesome. I love those pages. I do include a library card. A library card and a little holder that comes with it with every one of my books. I will coffee dye this for you and rough it up so you can stick it on your book if you would like to make it your own. So that was this journal flip through. As you can see, it's very, very full. I mean, even when I squeeze it, it's full. But this is, I mean, me not even putting pressure on it. Me putting some pressure on it. She's very full. She's very beautiful. She's going to make somebody a very happy home. I hope you guys enjoyed this flip through. I will have the details in the description below if you guys are interested in her. Or just reach out to me. I'm sure she won't stay on the market very long. She's very pretty. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this flip through, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful day.